The water comes out down here. Oh, hello.
B once it's 12 volt.
This is one of those times when all you can do is laugh.
Because we've got a lot more coming.
Well in, isn't it? Out of this bog hole. Sharon sheep. It's about 6 metres.
Nice.
Let's join the mum thing. So we have had a huge amount of rain overnight, so much so that it has filled our 2 pods, which we connected to our new guttering, and so now we need to plumb this into our system. It's just going to be fantastic to have some nice, clean, fresh rainwater to drink. And here's the kettle. We're going to have a coffee first and then get stuck into it. Let's get Rob to take us through the parts that he's purchased so that we can put this thing together.
So this part here goes on the pod, just a regular thread.
Yep.
This needs to screw on to part that will accept the pipe. This poly pipe here. And then to an elbow. We're going to pick up this T.
Kind of like that.
Kind of like that. And that goes to the pod.
Yep.
That goes to the pod.
Yep.
Like that, right? This here picks up the other pipe that comes from the tank that we've been collecting, that holds the water we've been collecting from town. And
The bore water?
yeah, the bore water. So we're going to have another valve in line there. Then this will be like that. Spit up. Like that. And there's another tap here. Let's use that tap as an illustration. Then this goes into the pump.
Right.
So for now, if we want to use the God's water, we turn this on, turn the bore water tap off.
Right.
And that's pretty much it really, and there's just a whole lot of pipe in between.
Beautiful. So here's our pod, or one side. We have another one on the other side as well. So we just have the gutterings along one side. These 2 lengths don't have gutterings, so it's just the 2 short lengths. The pipe coming down into the pod, and just in 2 days this is totally filled up. So we definitely need to attach these to our plumbing system. And this is where the water comes out down here. Oh, hello. We've got a menagerie here. You're going to help us plumb it up. So this bit's on. We're just threading the pipe onto the house. Everybody wants to be a helper.
So this is what we do, Maggie. We put the screw-on cap first, then there's this flanged wedge that we put on, right? You see that? Yeah? Then this here's got like a serrated edge, so the serrated edge goes inside the pipe. And we make sure that it's all the way home. Are you looking?
She's nodding.
Okay. Then we push this to the end. And this here has got like an O-ring, so it makes a seal. Can you see that? Yeah? Here we go. We push that all the way home. Okay. Yeah, you're watching, darling. And then we screw it up. Yeah, that's it. Help me. Yeah, you're screwing it up. Yeah, yeah. You're a good girl. Appreciate that. And then that's done.
Beautiful.
Oh yeah. Then what happened? Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, twist, tell again. Yeah, really? Yeah. Well, you're full of chat, aren't you? Yeah. So what we've got there is what's coming up from the tank, which is holding the bore water. Okay. So that tap there, I want to put just on that T before it goes into the pump. This T here, so kind of wants to be, whoops, like that. So blue for rainwater, green for rural.
Okay.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah, and there's our second pod.
And a dog.
And a dog.
I wanted the pump here, kind of all
Oh yeah.
here.
Oh, Maggie's just flipped the camera to take a selfie of her
Oh,
stuff.
she's smart. So, hello. Hello. Hello, reprobate. Hello, reprobate. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, got clean here. Yeah, oh, no, thank you, nice. Oh, I got clean. Oh no. Oh no. What's going on here then? Oh, good.
T-piece is going here. It's going to go up there to the pipe that goes up to the pump, and then through here to the pod.
That is part of the tunnel. What? The world. We are the one.
So we've taken half of this pod, half of the other pod, put it into this third pod so we can continue catching rain, and Rob's been busy putting this new pump in. Let's have a look. What have you done?
So I've got the ag pipe on the green valve, and I've got the domestic on a blue valve. So this comes from the new pods, can you see it?
Let's have a look. Yep.
So that comes from the new pods, so they're both off at the moment. That's on. Off. So if you're low on here and we need to use that water, we turn this off, and then we turn this one on.
Right, so they're both water coming in.
Yep.
Right hand side's coming in from the pods, left hand side coming in from the tank.
And this is the
there in the distance.
The outlet goes into there.
It's going into the house.
Yeah.
Nice. Beautiful.
Happy days.
And that's a plug-in pump, I notice. Electric.
Yeah, proper electric 240 pressure pump. So you turn the tap on, you have water, as opposed to having to turn the tap on, flick the switch for the pump.
Right. This is the switch we would toggle in the shower to get the pump going. Beautiful.
Happy days.
And that's a plug-in. The water's flooding in to the house through this little gap here, and we have no water because the pump had a little broken component, so that had to sit overnight with resin on it to set. Rob's out there now. It's about 7:30 in the morning trying to get that pump going so we can wash and do all the normal things you need to do with water. So really ironically, we have water flooding in, we have water pouring down, our pods are full and overflowing, we have no water to the house. So this is one of those times when all you can do is laugh. Had a lot of rain.
can capture all this, isn't it?
Yeah. Pigs are happy. Splashing. Oh, the bath is full.
Yeah.
Pumpkins are happy.
Feeding time at the zoo.
Everyone wants to be fed. The only one's going to get it. You guys keep her clean, don't you? See? See?
Oh yeah, nice.
She's doing the mum thing.
Yeah, but she licks my face.
Don't let her.
Not going from now on.
Shout out to Lisa, who's donated some warm woolies for Maggie since it's coming into winter.
Oh, thanks, Lisa. Much appreciated. So we're going to go off to the creek. It's always dry, but now it's full of water.
So when Rob went to the rural store to get the ag pipe, he noticed that the water was over the road on the edge of our property, and where that is on our property, it's about 6 meters, so there has to be 6 meters of water,
I'd say,
flowing through our creek there.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, usually it's dry and we can walk on the creek bed.
So I'm going to jump on the
quad.
quad.
Exciting.
Jump on the quad and we'll see you there.
Yeehaw! Funny. Sorry, pigs can't come.
Creek crossing.
Oh, first creek crossing. Sliding off the side. Tree down. Wow, it's pretty thick through here. They weren't sure it was coming, were they? We've lost one. We had 10. We've only got 9, and little Dora the Explorer has gone missing. That's a female call.
It's in the middle of the
If you watch our channel, you know the male call. So what's happened here? It's well in, isn't it? 70 metres short of the tank to empty the pods. We're off to the shop to buy some more polypipe.
Look.
Wow, that is really sinky. There's definitely a spring under here, isn't there?
Yeah.
And not very far down. This might be the spot to put the well. So the tricky bit is going to be getting the trailer off the car now it's so low. It's nearly on the ground. Well, that is on the ground. It's like the ants is taking the whole drawbar off the car and leaving it behind the trailer.
So we had a lot of rain last night and we filled our pods on both sides of the container.
They were overflowing.
Yeah, they were. So we decided to use our spare pods that we do for carting water to just do that, cart water. So I emptied the pods from the house and we were taking them up to the rainwater tank, and the trailer found a bog hole and it sunk below the axles. I think Nicole will show you a picture right now.
I'll show you a picture.
There you go, look at that.
Oh.
In order to get the trailer out, we've either got to empty the pods, which requires about 100 metres of polypipe, which is the rural sort of plastic piping. The pump isn't man enough to pump it up because it's probably a good 10 metres head height and 100 metres away.
Yeah, that's a fair distance, isn't it?
And that pump's just a household pump. It'll probably burn it out, or it's going to not do it.
So Miss Massey to the rescue.
Miss Massey to the rescue. Let's give that one a go. So I'm going to try and pull the pods to the side of the trailer that isn't bogged, strap them on, and then Miss Massey's going to try and pull the trailer back out of the bog hole. If that works, happy days. If it doesn't, well, we just got to try with the polypipe.
Alright, let's do it.
Do it.
So Rob managed to get the car unhitched, and trailer's at a nice angle, isn't it? These left hand tyres are well in the ground. Trailer's below ground level there, and it is well and truly bogged. Here it comes. Okay, so he's going to even the load up, pull the pods across, taking the weight off these tyres. best angle, but she's still moving. Here we go. There we go. Now we're coming up. Right. That was a decent hole.
She was getting good grip down there.
Oh yeah, I couldn't believe how well she backed out as well. Look at the water in there. Definitely spring under there. See, we have a spring that comes down through here, and obviously there's a water table here, and we've just found probably the highest point that the water reaches, or one of them.
You've been picking fights with shadows twice your size, using candlelight to dance with your disguise. And when those rumors grow and silence takes this.
So we got the trailer out, hooked the car back up to the trailer and got it almost up to the tank. Show you where it ended up before it was bogged again. So nearly there. So Rob's coming to hook Miss Massey up to the back of here, tow me in the car backwards all the way around to the tank. Here it comes. We seem to be doing this a lot. There it is. So we'll be travelling backwards in a circle around to the tank. It's literally right there. Good. Giving a little bit of acceleration in reverse as well.
The bog hole.
Oh dear. We're down again.
Oh dear.
So close. It's quite wet. We're going to pull it with Miss Massey again. I've pulled the car forward and she's pretty well bogged. So, go. Got to shorten the chain because there's another bog hole ahead, so we need to try and come in this way. Going for a cleaner angle. There we go. Keep it going. Take it straight up. Well, fingers crossed it makes it all the way to the tank. So far so good. There's the tank in sight. Come on. The spring has sprung. So we're definitely right on top of the water table here, as you can see. Got bogged again. Tried to pull it this way, but this way is coming closer to the water. So we're going to take Miss Massey to the other side again, and rather than trying to pull uphill, we'll pull back down along the driveway and then hopefully drive straight up to the tank. Here we go. Yes. So we'll get it well away so we can just come in straight. Looks like we'll be out here with the shovel. Got a few holes to fill in. So we got it along the side of the driveway. So now it's kind of a flat track on high ground up to the tank. I'm going to try and get this car out of this bog hole and hook it up to the trailer and see if we can get that last little stretch done. No go. We're just getting deeper. So it looks like Miss Massey will need to pull me out before we can tow the trailer to the tank. Right, here we go again. Out. She's back home safe and sound on hard ground. Lowered it onto the ball.
think she's well and truly bogged this time though.
Yeah.
I don't want to bother. It's too boggy. Either that or dump one of the waters.
You don't think it'll move?
It might, I think.
Very doubtful this is going to move now, but I'm going to give it one last ditched effort. Otherwise, it looks like the ag pipe to pump the water from the pods up to the tank. That's if our pump will carry that load. Well, here we go. No, straight into the ground. Not going to happen, is it? What a shame. We're so close. No. Massey's going back up to her resting place at the top of the hill so we can push start her. In true running amok off grid fashion. She's just going down, isn't she?
She went down to the ground.
Oh, and it's filled with water around it. Look at that.
Yeah, it's full of water.
That's the underground table rising up, isn't it?
Yep.
Because the water's coming down from the hills
Down from the mountains.
and
So
filling up underground.
I went and bought 160 metres of 1 inch poly pipe, rural pipe.
Yep.
And I've run it up to the tank. Because what are we about? It's 10 metres below here. We're
Yeah.
about 50 metres away now.
Yep.
I covered it up to the pump.
How's the pump going?
It's doing it. It's staying.
Great. Awesome. Purring.
Purring. So you can see I've emptied half of that already.
Yeah. Is that caving in because the lid's tight? Or is that just the way it is?
Maybe. Maybe. That's just the way it is. It was starting to.
Oh, a little breath of there. Awesome. So that's nearly halfway, or it's halfway.
So I got the ratchet strap and pulled them away because obviously the outlets are there.
Oh, yeah.
It makes it easier job.
Yeah.
So apparently we had 250 mil last night, 200 mil the night before, and we're expecting another 200 to 300 mil again tonight, according
Nice.
to locals.
Right. Pod number 2 is nearly having a day with this little attachment. What are you doing in there, Tilly? Here she comes. Maggie!
Hey Mag.
You can see that sediment in the corners of our kettle. You'll be able to see that, you'll be able to see how grateful we are to have the rainwater now, because that is the amount of calcium that we've had in our drinking water. So that's the second time I've cleaned that jug out, and the first time after I scrubbed it out and poured the liquid out, it looked like milk. That's how much calcium was in there. So now I've given it a good scrub and we've got this delicious rainwater to drink and have a really nice cup of coffee without sediment at the bottom. Oh, the luxuries. Right, I don't know if this is third, fourth, fifth or sixth time lucky, but we're going to give it another go to get this trailer out. The pods are empty now. Rob managed to pump it up to the tank. A bit boggy. He's going to pull it backwards first, because over that side it's really boggy. Oh, that's really solid. Oh, straight out, look at that. She's on solid ground. Nice. Much easier. Empty pods. They'll be pointing at each other for sure. Happy campers? It's a chicken tractor.